I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking.
Alright y'all, we are making a sponge cake. We're making it for a strawberry shortcake that we're making for tonight. So the first step will be, I have baking powder and flour here. I'm going to sift it twice. I'm going to sift it into this and then I'm going to do it again one more time.
While she's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and whisk together
Our liquids.
the wet ingredients. So hot water and vanilla, and then melted butter, which is very hot. So be so careful.
Now I'm going to sift it one more time.
Alright, and that's mixed together. Now when you're doing this and you're the single person, you just do one step at a time. Like you whisk up your flour and your dry ingredients, and then you whisk up your liquid ingredients, and then you go to the egg and sugar step, which is in the mixer. With a sponge cake, you are going to make it like it's going to be, and this is true because I make a lot of sponge cakes with cheesecakes. They're going to be like little yellow ribbons coming up the side, and you'll know. What I normally do is start whipping up my eggs first, and then I start adding in my sugar, and that will cause a transition. So you'll see it. By the way, I don't know if we told them what we're making. We're making strawberry shortcake.
Yeah.
So we are making our sponge cake. We're going to put it in a jelly roll pan and then cut it out with our biscuit cutter and make them little rounds. So we're going to make mini strawberry shortcakes. It's going to be good.
Alright, so we've got those two things done. So now I'm going to move on to this. As soon as this is done, I'm going to take it off of the mixer stand, and I'm going to fold them all, the rest of the stuff in by hand. So I have 4 eggs, and I'm going to beat them first for a couple minutes, and then I will start adding in my sugar a tablespoon at a time. Alright y'all, I do believe we are good. So I'm going to take it. Yeah, this is totally better.
Oh yeah, that's a sponge cake right there. That's perfect.
Alright, so now I gotta fold in my flour, and then I'll fold in the liquids. And you don't want to over stir now when the flour goes in, because then you'll make a tough cake. Scrape it down the sides. Alright, now I'm going to add in my liquid and fold it in. And then I'm going to pour it into this pan right here. Okay. This is going to bake at 350 degrees. I will let you know in the description box how long it takes to bake. This is a more thin cake, so it will bake faster than your traditional 8-inch round. Alright, I'm going to go put it in the oven at 350 degrees and we will let you know how long it took to bake it. Hey y'all, so these are the strawberries for our strawberry shortcake that we're doing. So I put a cup of sugar in here and I'm going to stir this around and then just put it in the refrigerator so they can macerate together. And they'll create their own juices when the sugar starts to dissolve. So I'm going to put the lid on this and put it in the refrigerator until we're ready to assemble our strawberry shortcake.
So this is done. What I did was I put down the parchment paper and I flipped over our sponge cake and I hit the bottom to release and it released perfectly. So we are going to do, how many, Elsie? 8?
Yeah, I think so. That's what it's going to end up being.
And these are going to be our sponge cake for
Strawberry shortcake.
Yeah. They turn very easy. Very easy to manipulate. I was about to say, do you still have that icing?
Mm-mm.
So we can make cake pops with whatever's left of this.
Oh, it's done. It's gone.
It's done.
I washed the dishes already.
She's too much of a Johnny on the spot. This will easily make 8 or 9 of these.
We could save the rest, put it in a bowl, and then they could just use it for an extra one.
You know what you could do with the extra strawberries and heavy whipping cream? Whatever pieces that we have left over here, we can cut them up in chunks, and then you can put them in a cup and make like a cup with almost like a trifle if you want to. It's so funny, these makes a weird sound when you're cutting it, like a sponge. So that's a great idea. So what we have left over, we can go ahead and cube it up, and then we can put it in a like a cup or a bowl, and people can at a later time.
Well, if they eat one of these and they want an extra one, they could get from this and make a second one.
So we'll chunk it up off screen. All right, guys, we'll show you the rest of the ingredients when we assemble it, and that's when we're going to give you closure on the recipe. So we'll see you shortly. So we're at the final stage for our mini strawberry shortcakes now. This is making heavy whipping cream, so I'm going to use 2 cups of cold heavy whipping cream. I'm going to use between a 1/4 and a 1/3 cup of powdered sugar and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So what we're doing when we get done with this is we're going to assemble one for you guys so you can see it, because we already have our little strawberry shortcake sponge cake rounds cut out, because that tastes like those little cups that you used to get back years ago from, I guess it was Hostess, right? Was that Hostess? So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my 2 teaspoons of vanilla before I get this thing wound up and ready to go. There we go. All right, let's make some whipped topping. All right, let's see if we have stiff peaks. I say we do. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and put our heavy whipping cream in here. And I'll go ahead and get ready to assemble our strawberry shortcake minis. It's gonna be so good, y'all. So good. Be back right in a moment for the last step. Hey y'all, so this is the final step for our little mini strawberry shortcake. Look at our super cute and delicious sponge cake. We're gonna get started. We have these yummy strawberries that have been marinating all afternoon. Oh my gosh. Ooh, this is gonna be so delicious. Just let those juices just go right down into that little sponge cake. And you're just gonna put a little bit of whipped cream right on the top of it. No better. All right, guys, you have a blessed night. Make this for your sweetheart and happy Valentine's Day, and we will see you in our next video. Take care. I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.